Hello, today I wanted to talk about contrasting PDF and text file handling on the Kindle Scribe, namely receiving, annotating, and exporting. This audio episode is paired with a video that I'm going to make on YouTube, and I will put the coordinates of that video in the episode description. Before I get to the main topic, I just like to run through a little bit of vocabulary. So first of all, reflowable file. On a Kindle Scribe, a reflowable file is a document like an ebook that automatically adjusts its text and layout to fit the screen size and user preferences. This means the reader can change font size, font type, and margins, and the text will rearrange itself to fit the new settings without losing content or design elements. Here's a more detailed explanation. Flexibility. Unlike fixed layout ebooks like PDFs, reflowable ebooks are designed to adapt to different screen sizes and orientations, portrait or landscape. Customization. Readers can customize the text appearance by adjusting fonts, font types, line spacing, and margins, and the ebook will reflow to accommodate these changes. Content preservation. Reflowable format ensures that all the content is displayed even when the layout is adjusted, making it ideal for books with a lot of text like novels and nonfiction. Example, if a reader increases the font size in a reflowable ebook, the text will wrap to the next line and the page will adjust accordingly without cutting off words or paragraphs. The Kindle Scribe also allows for handwritten notes on reflowable documents, and these annotations will also reflow and adapt to the text. So that's going to be important for our discussion of text files sent to the Kindle Scribe. Now, the next little bit of vocabulary is sticky notes. Okay. So on a Kindle Scribe, sticky notes are a feature that allows users to add handwritten or typed notes to ebooks and documents, similar to placing a physical sticky note on a page. These notes can be added by tapping on a highlighted passage or directly onto a page in supported files. The notes are stored separately from the main text and can be reviewed, organized, and exported. Here's a more detailed description. Adding sticky notes. When reading an ebook or document on the Kindle Scribe, users can highlight a passage and then tap to add a sticky note. They can then type or handwrite their note using the included stylus. Organizing notes. The Kindle Scribe automatically organizes all sticky notes by book and stores them in one place, making it easy to find and review them later. Exporting notes. Sticky notes and other annotations can be exported from the Kindle Scribe, often as a PDF file, for use on other devices or for sharing. New feature. The ability to handwrite notes directly onto ebooks and documents is a new feature with the Kindle Scribe, as previous Kindle devices primarily relied on text-based notes. Versatile use. Sticky notes can be used for various purposes such as jotting down ideas, summarizing chapters, creating to-do lists, or marking important passages. Not overlapping. The sticky notes are designed to appear in the margin or a designated area so they don't cover the text you're reading. Templates. The Kindle Scribe also offers various notebook templates where users can add sticky notes for organizing thoughts, brainstorming, or creating lists. So the next definition that I want to cover is active canvas. So active canvas on the Kindle Scribe allows you to write directly on the page of a book or document, and the text will automatically reflow to accommodate your notes. This creates a more natural writing experience similar to writing in the margins of a physical book. You can also create expandable margins for longer notes or collapse them to view the original text. Here's a more detailed explanation. Direct interaction. Instead of separate note-taking areas, active canvas lets you write directly on the page with the Kindle Scribe's premium pen. Dynamic text adjustment. As you write, the surrounding text adjusts to make space for your notes, keeping them in context with the content you're reading. Expandable margins. You can create expandable margins for longer notes or comments and then collapse them to see the original text again. Contextual notes. The notes you create are linked to the text so they stay with the relevant content even if you change font sizes or layouts. Works with various formats. Active Canvas is designed to work with books purchased from the Kindle store, side-loaded EPUBs, and even PDFs and Word documents, as long as the PDFs have an adjustable layout. Okay, so since margins came up in that discussion, I wanted to say a little bit about what the margins are capable of. So the margins of a document on a Kindle Scribe play a crucial role in enabling and enhancing the note-taking experience, particularly with the expandable margin feature. Dedicated space for notes and annotations. The margin provides a dedicated area where you can write directly onto the document, including ebooks and eligible Word documents. Expandable for longer notes. If your notes extend beyond the initial margin space, you can expand it to accommodate longer thoughts or detailed annotations. Sticky note integration. Even when the expandable margin is closed, notes created within it are accessible as sticky notes, anchored to specific passages in your document. Contextual note-taking. The notes made in the margin remain tied to the specific text, ensuring the context of your thoughts is preserved. Adjustable and flexible. You can customize the expandable margin by adjusting its width and choosing between a docked view beside the text or an overlay view on top of the text. Streamlined review. The presence of note icons in the margin quickly indicates which pages contain annotations, simplifying the review process. In essence, the margins on the Kindle Scribe, especially with the expandable margin feature, facilitate a more natural and integrated way to engage with the document and capture your thoughts while reading. So that's a little bit of background. And I hope on the video that will pair with this audio broadcast to be able to show you that on the Kindle Scribe, all those features that we talked about. So, but the main topic I'm going to be interested in, because it's what I'm involved in doing at the moment. I'm working with someone who likes to type up her notes in text, in a text file, and I have been converting the text file to PDF. So I asked myself what would happen if I didn't bother to convert to PDF and just sent the text note and annotated it. So there are two situations here, PDF and text. And so the main topic is contrasting PDF and text file handling on the Kindle Scribe, receiving, annotating, and exporting. So the documents that I have come from a screenwriter. I've published 2 fiction books, and both are being made into screenplays. the first one, the written work is done, and for the second one, the written work is in progress, and it involves files going back and forth between me and the screenwriter. So I'm actually experiencing this process myself at the moment. So just a word to remind you about the Kindle Scribe. It was released in late 2024 and stands out for its large 10.2-inch e-ink display and included stylus, making it a powerhouse for note-taking and document markup. But not all file formats are created equal on the Scribe. In this blog post, I'll contrast the process of receiving, annotating, and exporting PDF files versus text files based on official Amazon documentation and user experiences as of 2025. Whether you're a student marking up research papers or a professional jotting notes in plain text docs, understanding these differences can optimize your workflow. Receiving files. Now, we've been over some of this already in the videos and the audio posts. Receiving files. How they arrive on your Kindle Scribe. The first step in working with any document on the Kindle Scribe is getting it onto the device. Amazon provides several methods for transferring files, but the experience varies slightly between PDF and text files due to their inherent structure. PDFs are fixed layout documents, while text files are simple reflowable text. So we know what reflowable text is now because we went over it. Receiving PDFs. PDFs are one of the most commonly used formats on the Scribe, especially for academic or professional documents like articles, contracts, or reports. The primary and recommended method is Amazon's Send to Kindle service, which supports PDFs up to 50 MB in size. Via email, each Kindle account has a unique @kindle.com email address. Attach the PDF to an email and send it to your device. To preserve the original layout crucial for annotations, include the word convert in the subject line only if you want it reflowed. Otherwise, leave it blank for fixed layout. Via web or app, use the Send to Kindle website or the mobile desktop apps to upload PDFs directly. This method ensures seamless integration into your library. Via USB, connect the Scribe to a computer via USB-C and drag the PDF into the Documents folder. However, older PDFs transferred this way or certain USB-loaded files may not support full annotation features, like direct writing on the page. Amazon recommends Send to Kindle for optimal compatibility. Once received, PDFs appear in your library as fixed page documents, maintaining their original formatting, images, and layout. This makes them ideal for content where positioning matters, but it can lead to smaller text on the Scribe screen unless you zoom in. Receiving text files. Text files, being plain text without formatting, are natively supported on Kindles and handled as reflowable documents, meaning the text adjusts to your font size and screen orientation for easier reading. Via Send to Kindle. Similar to PDFs, you can email text files to your @kindle.com address or upload them via the web app. Amazon doesn't convert text files. They remain as is, but the device treats them like basic ebooks, applying your preferred reading settings, example font type, size, and margins. Via USB, drag and drop into the Documents folder works flawlessly with no restrictions on features. Text files are lightweight, often under 1 MB, so transfers are quick. Upon arrival, text files integrate into your library like any Kindle book, with reflowable text that wraps naturally. This is great for novels, scripts, or notes, but lacks the visual fidelity of PDFs. No images, tables, or fixed positioning. Key contrast. Both formats support the same transfer methods, but PDFs benefit more from Send to Kindle to enable advanced features like direct markup. Text files are simpler and more flexible in display with no layout concerns. If you're dealing with large batches, Send to Kindle caps at 25 files per send for both, but USB has no limit. So, and then now to something important, because at least for me, because this is where I come in, with this exchange I'm having at the moment with my screenwriter. Annotating files, markup tools, and user experience. Annotation is where Kindle Scribe shines. Thanks to its pressure-sensitive stylus and low latency writing, however, PDFs and text files offer distinctly different experiences because of their layouts, fixed versus reflowable, which affects how annotations are applied and viewed. Annotating PDFs. PDFs on the Scribe are treated as print-like documents, allowing direct, on-page markup that feels like writing on paper. Direct handwriting. Use the stylus to write, draw, or underline anywhere on the page. This is the standout feature. Annotations stick to the exact position even if you zoom or rotate. For example, you can circle diagrams, jot margin notes, or sketch over text. Highlights and sticky notes. Tap and hold to highlight text or add handwritten sticky notes that attach to specific spots. The active canvas mode lets you write in margins or blank spaces without obstructing content. Tools. Access a toolbar with pen types. Fountain pen, ballpoint, highlighter, eraser lasso for moving notes and undo redo. You can also insert blank pages for extra notes. Limitations. If the PDF was loaded via USB or is an older file, direct writing might not work. Instead, you're limited to sticky notes. Reflowable PDFs converted lose some precision in positioning. This makes PDFs perfect for technical documents where special context matters, like annotating blueprints or research papers. However, zooming in and out frequently can disrupt the flow, and dense pages might feel cramped. Now, by contrast, and I did this with the files I got from the screenwriter, I sent her text file directly and I sent her PDF directly, and I annotated both, which wasn't much work because she's doing an excellent job. And then I compared what she got when I sent back the annotated file that began as a text file and the annotated file that began as a PDF. Text files behave like, on the video I'll be able to show you more clearly. Text files behave like standard Kindle ebooks, with annotations focused on text selection rather than freeform drawing on a fixed canvas. Highlights and underlines. Tap and drag to highlight or underline text. These reflow with the content. If you change font size, the highlights adjust automatically. Sticky notes. Add handwritten or typed notes attached to highlighted text. Handwritten sticky notes open in a separate pop-up window where you can write freely with the stylus, but they're not embeddable directly on the page like in PDFs. Tools. The same stylus toolbar appears, but since text is reflowable, there's no direct on-page writing. Instead, notes are anchored to text selections. No active canvas or inserted pages, as the format doesn't support fixed layout. Limitations. No drawing over images, since text has none, or margin notes in a visual sense. Annotations are more about content engagement than visual markup. This setup suits reading and noting in novels, articles, or code snippets, where readability trumps layout. It's less notebook-like than PDFs, but more seamless for long-term text. Key contrast. PDFs offer immersive paper-like annotation with direct stylus input on fixed pages, ideal for visual or structured documents. Text files emphasize text-based tools like reflowable highlights and attached notes, better for fluid reading but lacking positional freedom. Both support handwritten elements via the Scribe stylus, but PDFs feel more creative and versatile for markup. Exporting files, getting your annotations off the device. Once annotated, you'll want to export your work for backup, sharing, or further editing. So I exported mine for backup, so I got a copy of my annotated file, and my screenwriter also got the same files. So I was sharing in that case. The Scribe's export process is email-based, but the output differs based on how annotations are stored in each format. Exporting PDFs. Process. Open the PDF, tap the share icon. Remember, that's the square at the top right with an arrow pointing out one corner, and choose Quick Send to your registered email or share via email for custom recipients. The device generates a download link to a modified PDF file, which expires in 7 days. What you get: annotations are flattened into the PDF. Direct handwriting, underlines, and highlights appear embedded on the pages exactly as written. Handwritten or text sticky notes are appended at the end as separate pages. If you used Active Canvas, these notes integrate seamlessly. Format. Exports as a standard PDF, viewable on any device. No searchable text conversion unless notes were typed. Limitations. The original PDF isn't altered on the device. Exports create a new version. Large files might take time to process, and there's no bulk export. This results in a professional integrated document, great for sharing marked up contracts or annotated reports. Now, exporting text files. So remember, these are files that started life as a text file, and then they go onto the Kindle and you annotate them, and now you're ready to send them back out with the annotations on them. So process. Same as PDFs, open the file, tap share, and select email options. A download link is sent for the exported file. What you get: the exported file is typically a PDF version of the text document, with highlights and underlines preserved in their reflowed positions. Sticky notes, handwritten or typed, are collected and appended at the end, not embedded on specific pages. There's no flattening of direct markup since text doesn't support it. Format. Converts to PDF for export, making it shareable, but losing native text simplicity. Handwritten notes in stickies remain as images in the appendix. Limitations. No on-page drawings to export, so the focus is on the text annotations. If you want just the notes without the full document, you can access them via the Scribe's notebook view, but full export includes everything. This is useful for compiling reading notes or summaries, but the output feels more like a report than an edited journal or original. Key contrast. PDF exports deliver a cohesive annotated file with in-place markups, mimicking a scanned handwritten document. Text exports prioritize appended notes and reflowable highlights into converted PDF, better for textual analysis, but less visually integrated. Both methods are email only. No direct USB exportations of annotations, and links expire quickly, so download promptly. For advanced users, third-party tools like Calibre can help manage exports, but they're outside Amazon's ecosystem. Final thoughts. Which format should you choose? The Kindle Scribe handles PDFs and text files competently, but your choice depends on needs. Opt for PDFs when visual precision and direct markup are key, example academic papers, and text for simple readable text with easy highlights, example drafts or books. Receiving is straightforward for both, but annotation and export reveal the core divide, fixed versus reflowable. If Amazon adds more hybrid features in future updates, the gap might narrow, but as of 2025, these differences make the Scribe a versatile tool for diverse workflows. Have you tried both formats on your Scribe? Share the tips in the comments. For more tech deep dives, stay tuned. Okay, so that's all I have today. And as I say, this will be paired with a video where I hope to make clear what these situations actually look like. And I will give the URL of the video, which is on YouTube. I'll give that in the episode description once I've made it. I haven't made it yet, so I have to do that first before I upload this. Well, I hope that you're learning as I am learning, and there will be affiliate links in the episode description. And as an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. So thank you for listening, and I hope you'll come back next time.